Have you ever felt like you're standing at the edge, looking down into a dark, endless pit? You've tried so hard, given everything you have, but somehow it still feels like it's not enough. The world is heavy on your shoulders, and all you want to do is just let it go. Give up. Walk away. But listen to me. Before you do, hear this. Watch this if you feel like giving up. I know it's hard right now. I know it feels like life keeps knocking you down, that every time you take a step forward, you get pushed 2 steps back. Maybe you feel like you're falling behind, watching others race past you while you struggle to keep up. It's like running a marathon in quicksand, exhausting, painful, lonely. But what if I told you that you're closer to success than you think? You see, most people give up not because they failed, but because they're tired of fighting. They're tired of being strong all the time, tired of pretending like everything is okay when inside they feel like they're breaking apart. But those moments, the ones where it feels like everything is falling apart, they're often the moments right before everything changes. I'm not saying this because it's easy to believe. I'm saying this because I've seen it happen, because you've seen it happen too. Think back to the last time you were at your breaking point, when you thought you couldn't take another step. You thought that was the end, didn't you? But you're still here. Somehow you made it through that storm. You found a way, even when you didn't think you could. And that's not a coincidence. That's inner strength, your strength. It's easy to look at the world and see only what you lack. It's easy to compare your behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reels. But those people you admire, they struggled too. They felt defeated too. The difference is, they kept going when it hurt the most. They learned that the road to success wasn't supposed to be smooth. It's full of potholes, detours, and unexpected roadblocks. Every time you push through the pain, every time you refuse to give in, you're building something inside you, something unbreakable, something that no failure, no rejection, no loss can take away. It's resilience. But resilience doesn't feel like strength in the moment. No, it feels like getting up off the floor when your legs are shaking, when your heart is heavy, and everything in you is screaming to just give up. It feels like taking one more breath when you'd rather turn away. It's the silent battle that nobody else sees, but I see it. I see the strength it takes just to wake up and try again, to put on a brave face when you feel like crumbling inside. And I need you to understand this. Just because you don't see the progress doesn't mean it's not happening. Right now, you might be in the middle of a chapter that feels like the end. You might be stuck in a job that drains you, a relationship that's falling apart, a dream that feels like it's slipping through your fingers. But your story isn't over yet. And no matter how dark it seems, there's still a spark inside you, faint maybe, but it's there. So before you give up, think of that spark. Think of why you started in the first place. Think of the dream that made you feel alive, that vision that made your heart race. It's not gone. It's just buried under the weight of everything you're carrying. But if you dig deep enough, it's still there, waiting for you to breathe life back into it. You don't have to move mountains today. You don't even have to believe in yourself completely right now. All you need to do is take one more step, just one, and then another, and then another. Because progress isn't always about leaps. It's about those small steps that you take when no one else is watching, when the applause has faded, and it's just you against your doubt. Remember this, the pain you feel right now, it's part of your personal growth. The tears you shed, they're watering the seeds you've planted. The struggles you face, they're shaping you into the person who will one day look back and realize that these moments, the ones that felt like breaking points, were actually turning points. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to keep going. Even if you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel right now, trust that it's there. Because every storm eventually runs out of rain. Every night eventually gives way to dawn. You are stronger than you think, braver than you know, and more capable than you've ever imagined. So don't you dare give up on yourself now. Not when you've come this far. Not when you've survived every bad day, every heartbreak, every disappointment that's come your way. If you made it through those, you can make it through this too. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture yourself 6 months from now, a year from now, What will your life look like if you keep pushing through? If you give yourself the chance to see what's on the other side of this struggle? Will it be easy? No. But will it be worth it? Absolutely. Because you deserve to see the version of yourself that's waiting on the other side of this challenge. You deserve to feel the pride of knowing that you didn't quit when it was hardest, that you didn't let fear steal your future. You deserve to look back and say, I almost gave up, but I didn't. And maybe, just maybe, that's the story you'll share with someone else someday, someone who's standing on the edge, just like you are now. And your story, your strength, will become the reason they don't give up either. Take a deep breath. Feel the weight on your shoulders, but know that it's not yours to carry forever. You are not alone in this. You are stronger than this. And you, my friend, are capable of turning this struggle into your comeback. So, before you give up, promise me one thing, that you'll give yourself one more chance, one more shot at the life you deserve, one more step, even when it feels impossible. Because I believe in you. And deep down, if you listen closely enough, I think you do too.